that be? Little present. Sending you some holiday cheer. Your friend, Robin. P.S. I think you'll enjoy the recipe on page 17. Before I make this, I think I need to change into something a little bit more festive. Much better, am I right? 'Tis the season. My name is Madeline, but my friends call me the Mad Baker, and I'll be here to guide you and walk you through the process on how to make this delicious recipe Robin has shared with us. And what we're making today are double chocolate zucchini muffins. The original recipe is for donuts, which you can use if you have a donut pan. You don't have to make any modifications. But I don't have a donut pan, and Robin said they work just as well as muffins, so I'm going to trust her, and that's what I'll be doing. And first, what we're going to do is start with our dry. We're going to do the dry first because the wet is a little bit more involved, and we want this out of the way so it's good to go when we need it. And we're going to start with 3/4 cup of flour. I'm using all-purpose. Then we're also going to add a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. I am using dark because it's a richer chocolate taste, but it's really your preference. And we're also going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This little measuring thing is very tiny, so it takes me some time to get there. That's 1/2 teaspoon, and we're also going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Whisk that to combine. That looks perfect. Set that aside. So now what we're going to do is start on our wet. And that is 1/2 cup of brown sugar. You can use light, you can use dark. I prefer dark because there's more molasses mixed in, and that's just perfect for the fall season. But again, if you prefer light, use light. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Okay? Let me just move this stuff out of our way here. All right. And some unique things about this recipe that you may have noticed is that it calls for apple cider vinegar. And to be more specific, it is, I believe, 1 teaspoon of apple cider. And this helps activate the baking soda. So, I'm going to throw that in here. Another unique thing is applesauce. It is 2.5 tablespoons of applesauce. Applesauce is a great oil replacement. You'll notice there isn't any butter in this recipe or vegetable oil, and that is for a very specific reason. Because you don't need it necessarily. You can use more nutrition-dense substitutes, like applesauce or even the zucchini. We're also going to add, Robin calls for 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I love it. Oh man, even just smelling it, I love vanilla extract, so I'm going to add a teaspoon. But again, you can follow this recipe to a T if you prefer. And because you are baking with the Mad Baker, we are going to add a little bit of peppermint extract. I ran it by Robin, because I'm not too mad. Ran it by Robin. She said that would be a great seasonal addition, especially because this is baking for the holidays. And you can leave it out. You don't need to do it. But the great thing about this recipe is it's very versatile with what flavors you like. And I'm just going to add a little goes a long way with peppermint extract. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon, which feels like a lot, but what's done is done. And we're also going to add a 1/3 cup of milk. I'm using almond milk, but you can use dairy, normal milk, if you prefer. All right, I'm just gonna quickly, ooh, that peppermint. It hits you in a good way. I love peppermint, especially when it's combined with chocolate. So that's perfect for me. Set this aside just for a moment. Now, we are going to grate a 1/2 cup's worth of zucchini. I'm hoping this little guy is perfect, but we shall see. And while I grate this, I'm sure you want to get to know me, don't you? You're shy about it, but I can tell you want, who is the Mad Baker? I'll tell you. I have been with Raw Foundation for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in February. And Raw Foundation, if you're not too familiar with what we do, which is perfectly fine. You found this video, so you're doing something right. But if you aren't too familiar with what we do, Raw Foundation primarily raises money for early detection pancreatic cancer research and educational programs, as well as patient support services. Look at all that. We don't want anything to go to waste here. So this is perfect. Perfect! That looks great. That looks great. We're going to move this out of the way. That's my lovely sink here. Bring the wet back. Add the zucchini. Mix it up, mix it up. Alright. Now what we're going to do, the wet is combined. Add it to our dry. Make sure all that good stuff is in. Okay. Now we're just mixing till it's combined. You never want to overmix. You can get too dense if it's overmixed. Lastly, we're going to fold in the extra fixings. This is optional. This is not required. Robin recommends a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. But here's the thing. It's the holiday season. You get to decide if you want to be naughty or nice. And I'm just going to be a little bit naughty and put a third cup of dark chocolate chips. I'm using 72%. All right. So I spoke with Robin about how many servings this makes, and she said usually with the donut mold she has, it fills out 6, but with muffins you could probably get away with 9 or more depending on the size of your muffin tins. And if you are doing muffins, she said just to add some extra bake time to it. So I'm going to probably check on this and add a few minutes because it is more dense. A little extra batter left over, so I'm just going to top some of these little guys. No batter will be wasted here. Not the prettiest scooping, I must admit. I got a little sloppy in some parts. But again, baking, it's not about being perfect in the kitchen. It's just trying your best. So I am going to put this in the oven for probably, I think the donuts called for 12 minutes. So I'm going to put these in closer to 20 and check on them at 350. So I will check back in with you guys once they're out of the oven and cooled. So see you then. Welcome back, my friends. I have waited patiently for these delicious muffins. They smell incredible. I believe I cooked them for a little over 20 minutes at 350 just because my oven runs a little cooler. So just keep an eye on it if you're doing this. And I wanted to try it with you guys. Oh, look how moist that is. So fudgy. It's so fudgy. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. This is amazing. I'm trying to peel the crumbs off of this. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a very safe and healthy holiday season. And of course, Raw Foundation is here to help families in crisis and those battling pancreatic cancer. So do not hesitate to reach out to us if you need extra resources or just to get connected to survivors. And again, thank you so much for watching this video.